Namaste, good morning. My appeal to the Prime Minister of India. Mr. Prime Minister, I got into a tussle just because I spoke about corruption. Why would the people talk about corruption if there was no corruption? Touch your conscience and say there is no corruption, Mr. Prime Minister. That the country for 8 years under you has totally got cleaned, cleaned, totally, India is totally clean. There is no corruption at all. Let us not fool ourselves. Let us introspect and look into ourselves. How much of corruption is taking place in this country? And then, in your own party, the BJP, especially at Tamil Nadu, the tamasha that is going on, your people are behaving like clowns, like idiots in the public. There was a tussle between a guy called Surya and a lady called Delish or something. I don't remember her name. Okay. And in the meantime, one of the earlier members or the older members of the party has spoken, and that girl has been dismissed from the party, Gayatri Raghuram. What she spoke is not wrong, but in earlier instances when she made fun of so many things, blindly believing that the party was the most perfect party, now she herself is in trouble, and that same party which she supported has suspended her from the party. What she spoke was not wrong in this instance. I would like to highlight Satyam. I would like to highlight here your Mr. Annamalai, the state president, a few months back had a rally saying that if people misbehave with women, I will cut their hand, I will cut their tongue. Oh my God, I wish he does that. That is what happens in the Saudi. That people who do nonsense, the Muslim laws are really, the Islamic laws are really tough. People get scared there. Over here we don't have any fear for the law or any respect for the law. This guy who was talking about other people, saying that he will cut their hands and tongue whoever misbehaves with women, his own party, that lady called Sashikala Pushpa, the man was misbehaving. Did he cut the hand of that man? No. So what happens? You talk something and you do something, and that Surya Shiva from Trichy was talking utter rubbish in a drunken state. These are the members that you are having in your party, especially in Tamil Nadu. And then there was another minister or MLA who was misbehaving with another women minister, I think in the very stage that you were there. So this is what you call Beti Bachao and Beti Padhao. I'm sorry, Mr. Prime Minister, I'm sure you have got sisters. If you don't have sisters or brothers, all that is fine, but definitely you will have a mother and a grandmother. And they both are ladies. If this is the respect your party members are giving your lady members, it's not that as if that all the lady members are perfect, but still, even if I don't like someone, and if that person is being attacked for no fault of hers or his, I will stand by them. So is this the philosophy of your party? Misbehaving with the women? And you people are talking about giving respect for women. Let Mr. Annamalai not dupe the people all the while. If he was so perfect, ask him to touch his conscience and say that he did not spend more than the money stipulated by the Election Commission in the elections of 2021, Assembly elections of 2021. Your High Command sent 20 crores for each candidate. Your conscience knows and their conscience knows. I cannot give the evidence. It is like, when a girl is getting raped, she doesn't have evidence, she doesn't take a photo with her or a camera and say, come, rape me. It's the same with corruption. We don't have evidence. The person who's taken the money, that corrupt, such. Mr. Prime Minister, I want to know whether this is a democracy, a true democracy, or a banana republic. When you politicians talk and abuse others or you attack others, there is no rule, law, nothing. You can do whatever you want. But when the common man talks about corruption, and that also when we are affected by it, which law and which court says that we cannot talk about it? In which case, why do you have freedom of speech in the constitution? Just wipe it off. Take it off. We don't need this freedom of speech in the constitution. We will all be slaves to you all. But then, life is not going to be like this. I know you are a believer of God. If you really believe in God, God will teach all of us a lesson when we cheat and when we lie. Mr. Prime Minister, your election in Gujarat, you people are boasting about it. You are the Prime Minister of the country. You are always in election mode. You should not be sitting in Gujarat. You should be sitting in Delhi to look after the economic problems of the country and other issues. But you are so busy with the election in Gujarat. You think that was a real win, Mr. Prime Minister? You all don't have a conscience. You politicians, all of you from all the parties. In fact, I don't like the Congress party. I don't like the Gandhi family. But this election in Himachal Pradesh, Priyanka Gandhi has done a good job by quietly doing her work. She never shouted, she never did anything. Though I don't like them, I have to give them the credit for when they are good. I can't always say they are bad. They have won in Himachal Pradesh. But you and the AAP, that AAP is another party which lies and lies and lies. They are like your B team. This is what we public feel. These people just came and messed up the Gujarat election, and you think that was a real win? Don't close your eyes, don't fool yourself. My God says that win is for the disaster of that state. And that win in Delhi is for the disaster of those people. Because what is that you are promising? Freebies and freebies and freebies. If freebies is going to be the mantra of the day, the country is going to collapse. The Akshaya Patra, the country which is the Akshaya Patra, will collapse. Let us not fool ourselves. We've had enough of these freebies. Let us start working. The economy is in a mess world over. This country is surviving because of our farmers. But the poor farmers are not getting any benefits. I happened to meet a few farmers in the last few months. And there are no workers, labourers, no farm labourers ready to come and work, especially in Tamil Nadu. I don't know about the other states, but I know in Andhra Pradesh is the same state after this Menrega came. I'll blame the Menrega first on the UPA government and then the NDA government which followed it. You people spoke so much against the Menrega when you were in the opposition, but again you implemented it for your vote bank politics. No fellow is coming to work in Tamil Nadu for farm. The farmers are suffering. Their labor cost is higher than the product cost. So what happens? Many of the farmers are losing. If this keeps going on, there's going to be a scarcity of food because most farmers are deciding not to do farming. And there are no laborers coming even for industrial work. They are all going for this Menrega 100 days free. And now this Tamil Nadu government has made it 150 days, which is all a big vote bank scam, vote bank nonsense. And the poor people are suffering. That is the poor farmers. If the farmers don't till the soil, there will be scarcity for food. And that day you will know the value. What I am talking is the truth. If this situation continues, the farming people, the farmers are going to suffer. This country will also suffer. The farmer suffers, the country also suffers. So if you don't look into this, stop this Menrega and make that as a farm thing. Let them go and work in the farms. Let the farmers get that price debate or price hike, or you directly pay them for going and working in the farm through the farm. Make a small scheme. If this is going to happen, this Menrega 100 days work is only going to collapse the entire system, labor system. and industry is also not getting any laborers. And then this new drama in Tamil Nadu, blaming the RSS and the BJP for the Hindi population influx into the state. I totally disagree with what those Tamil people are talking. It is not the fact. There is not a single Tamilian who wants to come and work. If they are ready to work, I am ready to give for 25 or 50 people work. Are they ready to come? No, they won't come. Nobody wants to work more than 2 hours, especially the labor community. So that accusation that the North Indians are raiding into Tamil Nadu is a lie. Yes, they are coming for jobs. Definitely the North Indian workers are much 100 times better than the Tamil worker. I will boldly say that. If anybody has got the guts, ask them to come and travel with me, and I'll show them what is happening in the farming, at the farm sector. Let them not talk nonsense. Many of these people in Tamil Nadu are just talking rubbish. I personally will not blame any RSS or BJP for that. People need a job, they are coming, and they have a right to go to any part of the country. As though there are no Tamilians, no Malayalis, no Telugu, no Kannadigas working in North India, there are. The same way there are a lot of North Indians working in these states down in the southern states. So I think you should take action on such people who are talking nonsense. When we talk the truth, you are taking action. So when people are talking nonsense, why can't you take action? They are talking lies. There is no laborers available at all for jobs. Nobody wants to work. And then there are a lot of IT sector people who are being laid off. You should realize one thing, that computer is not going to give you food. Unless the farmer goes and tills the soil, the land, there is no production of food. Computer will not make magic to prepare the food. So if that realization comes and everybody wants for a computer job, then what happens to the food sector and the farming sector? Let us be practical. And then there is so much of corruption in every department of the government. Be may what it may be. The IAS, the IPS, the government servants, and name it, anything to do with, including the judiciary. Everywhere there is corruption. But when we talk about it, we are pulled up, we are penalized for speaking. If I have an experience, why I should not share that experience with someone else? How long can you stifle the mouth of the people? If the people hit the road, then the people force is much stronger than your political force. You should realize that such. So, Mr. Prime Minister, I am making a humble appeal to you. Either you clean the system or people will come to the roads to clean the system. It will happen very soon. My God is asking me to speak up. My God is asking me to appeal to you. If you don't listen to our appeals, then don't call yourself a poor man's son and that you have come to serve the people. No. You have only come to serve the big corporate crews. And they are the ones who are benefiting from your 8-year rule, not the common honest citizen. Honest citizen is suffering. Suffering, he or she. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. Please think. Please think. What you are doing is right or wrong. Thank you. Namaste. GITA TV and Swatantra Party subscribers.